What's up, Eternal Wisdom? Glad you're all doing great today. I wanted to talk to you guys about a very powerful question that can actually be the master key for all of your struggles, all of your sufferings. This question, if meditated on enough, will unlock your true self. And the question is, drum roll, can the perceiver be perceived? Now, at first glance, this question seems silly, almost a waste of time. I know for a long time I knew of this question and I didn't do anything with it. But for the last 12 hours, I've been really sitting with this question. And it has opened up doorways in my being that I can't even express to you through words. It's something that you need to go within on your own and realize with your own being. Now, what exactly is the question, can the perceiver be perceived, pointing to? Maybe the fact that this person that you take as yourself is not really who you are. That there's a higher level of consciousness that is perceiving this person that I call Jose. That from a higher perspective, Jose is just something that can be seen. Therefore, if you can see something, that means it can't be you, because who you truly are cannot be seen. I know a lot of this has been said by the sages and the spiritual leaders of the past and now, but we need to really sit with these cliches and really sit with this question until it makes so much sense that we want to jump up and down from the joy that it has brought us. Because when you truly understand what can the perceiver be perceived points to, it will create such an abundance of joy and love in your heart that you will literally want to go around and bless everybody, kiss everybody's feet, because you understand that they are you and you are them, and how silly I have been for seeing people as people and not seeing them as part of the perception of reality, the higher consciousness of reality, which is perceiving all of this, perceiving the days and the nights, the ups and the downs, but yet it is silent and empty and neutral. And in this neutrality, it has a power that cannot be tainted, that cannot be pulled, that cannot be controlled. And we are that power. But we need to first open ourselves up to the idea that who we are, or who we think we are, is not true. That this person that I call Jose is not permanent, that it was made up when I was born. My parents gave me a name, told me where I was from, told me that I was a boy, and that's how it all started. But at the end of the day, when I pass, all that will pass with me, and I will no longer be Jose. Just like right now, I'm not really Jose, but I have forgotten that clue. And once I break that riddle, the amount of support and the amount of connection that is already here will be so overwhelming to the ego that the ego will have no choice but to sit down and shut up and to just let the higher mind take over and start using the psychological mind more as a tool and not as the slave owner. We've become slaves to our mind, and it's time to see the mind for what it is. You know, in The Wizard of Oz, when they find the curtain and they pull the curtain and it's a little guy back there, metaphorically speaking, our ego is not as big as we think it is. Our perception of who we are is fragile, which is why it tries so hard to seem so powerful and so overbearing on us. But when you really sit with, can the perceiver be perceived? Can the one that, can Jose, who is driving right now, be perceived? The fact that I can say that Jose is driving means that there's a higher level of consciousness that sees Jose driving. Now the next question would be, is the one that is perceiving Jose right now, can that perceiver be perceived? Forget about Jose now. Let's tap into the consciousness that is observing this whole play happening. Can that be perceived? Is there any quality about our pure awareness that can be held and say, this is it? Sit with this. Really sit with this. Really try to find what I is. What is I? When you say I, we all believe it's I. What do you mean, what is I? I am Jose. But no. What were you before your name was given to you? This is a very powerful inquiry, very powerful meditation that if you take seriously, I will promise you that the veil of life will start, the veil of illusion will start to lift, and you will see life for what it is. And you will marvel at how amazing and how synchronized and how it's all just one nothingness. It's no thing, but yet it is a thing. It is nothing, yet it is everything. It is God, yet it is not God. Knocking on the door. The door opened, and it was me on the other side. Very powerful poem by Rumi. Points to this. We are chasing ourselves. And when we see this, we're going to be so delighted and full of laughter that we're just going to live our life in peace and unity and love, and nothing else will matter, because we will see through the delusions of the world. We will see that this ego, this identity that we've created was just a shell. It was just a cocoon that we have been stuck in, that we are now breaking free from, so we can fly and we can just bask in God's glory. So please take this question seriously, guys. Can the perceiver be perceived? I promise you, if you take this question seriously, you will find spiritual salvation. I love you guys. I hope my words helped and impacted you today. And until next time.